Oh dang, Nigel coming in hot. What's up, Nigel? How you doing today? Welcome in, welcome in. I'll tell you, these markets, they're playing hardball out here. They're playing hardball. But I do think these choppy times are making me a better trader. I really do. Let's pump it up. I don't know that we're going to do that. I don't know that we're going to do that. This right here is extremely lackluster. Very bad look. CCI indicator on the 15-minute showing we're getting ready to move down on Bitcoin. This is not a good look. Not a good look at all. It's looking like we're utilizing this high right now as your resistance, but it could be something like this, and it's doing a nice slow bleed down to 81,838. This is a possibility, but also we could be doing something like this where we come down to 82,272. It's a very weird movement we're getting. Noted, this is weekend price action, so it's not very reliable. Not very reliable at all, but this is not what you see in bullish times. This random liquidity grab, getting overbought on a lower time frame, bearishly backtesting 87.1. This isn't a good look. Could we pump up a little bit? Yeah, we could probably go as high as like $85,990, but it's looking a little rough out here. Are we getting rich tonight, Porky? I don't know about getting rich tonight. I don't know that there's going to be that much movement. I don't know. But we are looking. We are seeing what we can find. We're putting our ear to the ground and seeing if we can hear the buffalo scurrying along. I need to clean up this chart. That's what I need to do. I need to get fresh eyes on this so I can be a little less biased in all of my thought process. So let's do this nice little deep dive into Bitcoin's chart. Let's do that, because clarity is the most important thing when it comes to looking at anything. So here are our levels of support and resistance below us that we have not touched, and we're very close to it. Very huge bearish candle right here, going into very low buying pressure for 2 weeks straight. This is what gives me the thought we're going to continue to the downside. The lack of buying pressure is a real problem, in my opinion. That's a big problem. I don't like that. And then we have this level right here, major resistance. So even if we pop up, we could find ourselves hitting 93,592 and not being able to break above it. We very well could do that. If we do, we have another level of resistance at 104,000. So these levels, the fact that we're in no man's land, it makes me almost certain we're going to come down and touch some support. Almost certain. But noted, nothing is ever certain. The fact that we do have an uptrend that we're working off of kind of helps. Kind of helps. So I was seeing somebody drawing trend lines recently, and I was like, wow, that's quite interesting. So the way they like to do it is go from the lowest points possible and work your way up so that it looks like more like a fan. So I kind of want to do that with Bitcoin right now and see what it looks like. So bear with me for a second. I'm trying something new. So we literally just put it on the closest point. There we go. And then we go from this point here to this point here on the next touch. There we go. It would make sense to dip below the 50 EMA, tag support, then bounce. You're right, it would make sense. Also, hi Porky, hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good. So these are our current levels. This is alarming. When you see this one down here, you're like, we're still hyper bullish. If we come all the way down to 45,000, that's insane. Anyways, yeah, so next level we'd be focused in on is right here. This point to this point. There you go. Can we look at, you guessed it, Jupe? It has an interesting upward trend on the 4-hour time frame. 3 distinct bounces. Yes, we can. Jupe. I got you covered, Nigel. I got you covered. I just wanted to do this quick TA before we go into the list. By the way, the list isn't anything crazy. We look at these coins every single day, pretty much. We're going to be looking at Bitcoin, Ethereum, ADA, Algorand, HBAR, Solana, XRP, Ape, Aave, new one, YGG, Sand, Uniswap, OP, Axie Infinity, and Near. So we're going to be checking those ones out, and then I will get to all of your requests. Just trying to see how this little fan deal works. So there we go. Second point right here. Locking this thing down is hard. All right, did I get it? I got it. All right, cool. So we have not touched it, surprisingly. I haven't touched it. I do that trend lines. You do that with trend lines. You do this little fan thing also. I've never done it like this, so this is new to me. I figured I should broaden my horizons in the way that I do TA, so that'd be good. Now apparently we go into a lower time frame, and we see if we can find another trend that might work. Oh my God, we can. Wait, there. Make that line work. Make the line work. There we go. Okay, and then if we go to this one right here, this little uptrend here, we can see we broke it. So that's alarming. That's not what we wanted. We didn't want to break one of these, because then you're focused in on the next trend line, apparently. And with that being said, it kind of makes a lot of sense to come down here for these trend line traders. Anyways, Magnet, so finicky sometimes. Magnet? I don't know what magnet is. What's up? Oh. Now we got our downtrend. There we go, right here. We're going to turn these to red. I'm going to turn those to red. Alright, and then I think we broke one already? Almost broke one, but we didn't. Okay, so here's the problem I'm having, right here. Okay, I can see why I'm having an issue, why I feel so bearish now. It's because we haven't broken out of this, and we have this like recent local uptrend that we're trying to maintain. But yeah, we have two descending trend lines. Even if we break up, we've already broken uptrend. Now I'm seeing more clearly why I'm feeling so gosh darn bearish. But I also have to focus in on the 4 hour. You can see a distinct low, lower low, higher relative strength. We do have bullish divergence. Bullish divergence is popping up everywhere. So that's kind of amazing that I feel so very bearish during these times. So there is our current uptrend. A decision will be made sometime soon. Beautiful bear flag. Yeah, it does look like a beautiful bear flag. So a decision will be made very soon. And yeah, what we could very well see is a nice measured move to the downside, which would look something in the realm of this. And lo and behold, that would take us straight to 71,188. It's like they're planning it. It's kind of crazy. It just, oh man. So yeah, we marked up the ever-living daylights out of this thing. But looking at it like this, it's clear. You break a trend line, you focus on the next one. The downtrends are prevailing. Heat map is also a distinct trap. Really? Let's see what the heat map is showing. Alright, checking out the liquidation heat map. Going into the daily... Oh my god. It's just 50-50. Jeez. So 50-50. Draw my demand line. See what you think. Rich, I don't know if I did draw your demand line or not. But I drew every line I could see. So yeah, liquidation heat map. On the daily, it's 50-50. On the weekly, it's 50-50. From the first and second peaks. After 100K. Are you talking about this one? I feel like I drew them all. Talking about this one here? That's right below 100K. Are you talking about this one? To the left? You mean going this way? Evening Porky, did you talk about Orca? No, not yet. Not yet, bub. I talked about it yesterday, but not today. If you want, I can look at it once we're done looking at all the other charts. I don't have a problem with that. The second to the left. See what he's talking about? Very interesting. I don't see what he's talking. God dang it. I don't understand. Oh, you're talking about this right here? That right there? That is interesting because it's broken out. Yo, what's up, Eric? You're not late. We've been on for like 12 minutes. I'm still looking at Bitcoin. I'm trying to get a clear look at Bitcoin here because if you look at the trends, just look at these trend lines. They're so ridiculous. We had a beautiful uptrend. We broke it. We danced on it. We bearishly backtested it. We're in a bear flag. We have this downtrend that Rich pointed out earlier that we broke out of. We backtested multiple times, fell below, broke back out, back above. It's just looking ridiculous at this point. This is showing how difficult it was to actually trade Bitcoin recently. That's what this is showing. If you're on BTC TA, you're early. You're extremely early. Extremely early. But yeah, looking at this looks ridiculous. I'm like, goodness gracious, man. There's so much going on with this chart, especially what it's been doing. And I guess there's going to be somebody, yeah, but look at the lows. And if you look at the lows, you never got your third touch. So, still looking like we can come straight down to 71,000. Still looking like it. You know, clean out all of the leverage, figure out what you want to do. It's like a meme coin at the moment. Tyrell, I mean, sorta. The way they're whipping around this price is crazy. But what I can see, on the 4 hour, there's no bearish divergence at the moment. We are putting in higher lows. But yes, this looks like a bear flag in its entirety. Memes don't chop, they die. That's fair. That's fair. They don't usually chop. They do just kind of roll over, die, make us all happy. If we're shorting them. Oh man, I never looked at that one token I said was going to go down yesterday. I forgot what it was. I wonder if it did the 42% move to the downside. It probably didn't. Well, yeah, right now, your 4 hour is showing signs that you could rally. It really is. Your daily is basically on your MACD saying, what do you mean rally? You have more buying pressure than ever, and you have not made a higher high. So, and you're being held down by the 200 daily. Peanut? Oh, it was probably Peanut. Oh shit, hold on, we got requests rolling in. ONT, Zill, and Casper Labs. Alright. Shill, B&B on Sol? Is that a token name? Oh, sure. Sure. ONT, Zill, Peanut. It was Ape? No, it wasn't Ape. I was trading Ape. I'm still trading Ape. I thought I was going to get stopped out all day. Wait till I show you that chart. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy what's happening. CSPR. Then we got Shill, BNB on Sol. Tyrell, if I can find that one on TradingView, we will look at it. If I can't, I don't usually go to Dex Screener because the number one thing that happens every time I go to Dex Screener, it's the first words I ever hear. That's not the right one. So I just don't go there. All right, just hopefully you understand. I guess we'll throw Peanut into the mix. Peanut. There we go. Have you seen any craziness going on PDI? No, not at all. No. Today, it was like the day of hanging out with my kids, so I am so out of the loop when it comes to any type of news that could have come out. Yeah, just not at all. All right, so Bitcoin right now, I'm still leaning bearish. That is a very nice bear flag. Just I think it's the 1 hour that was shaking me a little. No, it wasn't the 1 hour, so it was the 15. All right, the 15 minute is what got me thinking we're going down. But noted, as I say every time, as soon as I get hyper bearish, everything looks like it's going down. We usually see prices go up. So take it with a grain of salt. Just because the indicators are showing you're going down, these days market makers are utilizing that to absolutely wreck traders. It is shocking. But right now we have a couple of downtrending lines to deal with. We have an uptrend that we broke down from, and we're sitting in a bear flag. Not to mention this extremely lackluster price movement after we fell down, even putting in bullish divergence. Maybe this is our higher low, maybe, but we're also below the 200 moving average, and we've been consecutively putting in lower highs. So I'm thinking it's a matter of time before we bleed out, but if we do break to the upside, we could have a nice move. It could go up just a bit. Let's go back out to our daily so you can see where our daily level of resistance would be, so you can see that clearly. So daily level of resistance is going to be marked by this yellow line here, and it's right there. I don't think I have it at the right spot. Right here. So somewhere around 87,300. So even if we do pop on up, I'm thinking that's going to pose as really strong resistance. Noted, if Bitcoin goes up right here, our altcoins are going to go nuts. They're going to go absolutely crazy. So if you're in shorts on alts, like I am, they're probably going to get wrecked. And it kind of is what it is, but that's how this market's been playing. So best of luck to those who are trading, especially right now, in these weird, uncertain times. That's what I see out of Bitcoin. And literally, it's so neutral right now, it's sickening. It could go up, it could go down. There is no telling. CCI indicator on the 15 is basically telling you, hey, get ready to get out of your longs because we're getting ready to roll over. We'll see if it happens. We'll see. Moving on, we got Ethereum. So, I see some more people came into the chat. It's not on TradingView. Here's the contract. Oh, no. Sorry, Tyrell. Sorry. You would have to pay attention to Pulse Chain content creators. I'm sure you don't. I definitely do not, Rich. I'm sorry. I really don't. Hit that like. Everybody hit the like button. So, there's a list of tokens I'm going to be covering for you guys before we get into all the requests. We're going to be looking at Ethereum, ADA, Algorand, HBAR, Solana, XRP, Ape, Aave, YGG, Sand, Uni, OP, Axie Infinity, and Near. So, yeah. We're not going to take as long as we did on Bitcoin. Bitcoin just looks like a confusing one. It's kind of like if you ask your girl, hey, are you hungry? And she says, yeah. Then what do you want to eat? Anything. You're like, cool. Let's go get some Mexican food. I'm not in the mood for that. And you're like, wait, hold up. That's kind of what Bitcoin's doing right now. And it's making the altcoins kind of go a little crazy. So let's have some fun with this. We're going to be focusing in on the daily for these. And you'd like to request SCRT, Glimmer, and... okay, cool. SCRT. TLOS. So for these, unless you guys want me to get a little deeper into it, which you're going to have to ask for, I'm going to be focusing in on the daily time frame, just so we can get through this list relatively quickly, and then I can get to all of your requests. So looking at Ethereum here, currently it's trying to trend to the upside. Very distinct bear flag, very easily to see how it could fall over. However, you're coming out of these oversold territories. We very well could see a nice move to the upside, hitting our demand line. Sorry, our supply line up here, which would be pretty close to about a 30% move. Right now, 23% left to go to the upside. Yeah, we had 8 likes. Let's 2x it. Wow, we only got 8 people liking the stream. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Anyways, so yeah, this is what I see out of Ethereum. Ethereum looks like it wants to go up. It really does. It's just going to have to fight against all the sell pressure from the stakers. That's really all it has to do. You're a bit overextended to the downside, is what it is. Waiting for the 100x on the likes, I mean, that would be nice. That would be nice, but we don't get the viewership over here. I tell too much of the truth. It's a problem. It's a real problem. All right, ADA coming in next. ADA is, I think it recently just lost its 200. It did. It lost its 200 moving average. It also lost this weird little uptrend it was in, but now it's trying to break back up. Yes, it could rally. However, with both your 50 and 100 simple moving averages coming down on you, I think we're going to get another move to the downside. Just a personal opinion, you're sitting in neutral territory. You had a nice spike up, and then you sold off and went sideways. That is not bullish activity right there. Not bullish activity. So I'm looking for anywhere between 56.86 or even coming down as low as 36.13. It's just going to be hard to break all this support. So that's what I see out of ADA. Moving on, we got Algorand. I'm more interested to just see if Algorand's been dying or not. Wow, it is hanging in there. Holy shit. Hanging in there underneath resistance. I guess it's an ascending triangle. You're completely in the bearish control zone. You're expecting a bounce sometime soon. If you do get a bounce, I would be looking for Algo to go up 18%. That would be a great opportunity to really screw over all the shorts. But then over time, I would not be surprised seeing the price back down to 14 or even 10 cents. Seems like out of all the American-based cryptos, Algorand is just getting smoked nonstop. BTC on the move, it seems. It is going up. You're right. It is moving up. So once again, as I see a lot of bearishness, usually that creates it to where, we're going up. So it is what it is. But upside target, I'd be looking for 18% on Algorand. Downside target, anywhere between 14 and 10 cents. Also, guys, be careful with the weekend pumps. Mondays will normally turn into dumping city. If anyone is in a short, yeah, I'm still in a short. I'm still in a short on a copy trade. I used 25% of the portfolio. On top of that, I'm pretty sure YGG from last night's about to stop me out. Let's see. Yeah, YGG, I'm down 50%. Oh no. I got into a C98 short, and that one is starting to print as well, which, that's annoying. It was working out so well, and now it's popping straight back up. These V-shaped recoveries are disgusting. They're absolutely disgusting. I hate them. But noted, for Ape to stop me out, it's going to have to break a recent high. So I was like, you know what, screw it. Auction. All right, Cody, we'll check out some auction. Auction. When I look at coin and I see that the team has less than 10% of allocation, I'm happy. Then I see they only allocated 0.4% to their treasury, and I get so confused. Yeah, that is confusing. That's kind of wild. It's kind of wild. All right, moving on. We have H-bar. H-bar. So H-bar, it is falling out of its pattern. That's a shame. So now we're looking at anywhere between the 7 to 14% downside move. Noted, H-bar, another one that was like severely overvalued. You don't really have support. If you lose 16.95 until you get to 12 or 9 cents, H-bar honestly could be coming back down to 5 or 3 cents. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but it's a definite possibility right now. All you did up here was you broke, you bearishly backtested, and you're continuing to fall. That comes with consequences. It comes with measured moves, and the measured move for this is anywhere between 11.45 or 3 something. 3.806. So H-bar, it's on the move down. On the move. It's like, gee, I appreciate you guys ain't trying to pump your own bags, but you do know you need a treasury, right? I mean, I don't think coin cares. I think what they mainly care about is just being able to distribute tokens, if I'm being completely honest. I think that's their sole thing. Because noted, they have a ton of crypto and cold storage, so I don't think they have to disclose that either. Alright, Solana. Solana's doing its best not to suck, but on the day yesterday, bearish backtest at this 130 level. If you cannot break above 130, you're going to see a lot of problems. A lot of problems. Anywhere between 8 to 32% downside, extremely possible. Extremely possible. We're going to see what happens, but if it does get a move to the upside, I mean, we're looking at like 226, because we are broken out of a downtrend. It's just, I guess we didn't confirm our lows yet, and yeah, leaves some area of concern. Still in that bearish control zone, still looking like it's oversold as shit, looking for a bounce, just not getting it. The buyers are not there. The buyers never came. Can we compare the macro downtrend from previous cycle to the current structure? Are you talking about for Solana? I just want to be rich. Easy eats. Everybody wants to be rich. Gotta be patient. Gotta learn a lot. Gotta do a lot. It's annoying. It's frustrating. But remember, if it was easy, everybody would be rich. Everybody would be rich. For Sol. Yeah, sorry. Okay. I don't know. Comparing the two, I don't... Let's see. I don't see a comparison here. Maybe it'll form on the weekly. Yeah, I don't see it. Because last time, you made this high, there was no consolidation, you popped right up. Unless you're trying to think of this, if that's your second high, that's pathetic. That means we're looking for one more blow off top, or if that was a blow off, then we're going into a bear market. I don't see a comparison from the first ever bull run compared to the second. I don't see it. All I do see is bearish divergence on the weekly, and it's resetting. That's honestly what I see. I can't see a comparison. Wow. There. I mean, luckily you're sitting on top of support though on the weekly. Luckily. Well, yeah, there's no comparison here. This week, everybody was probably so bullish. Holy shit. Sorry, I didn't look at Sol this way. Look at that weekly wick. Everybody was probably so bullish just to get screwed. Oh my god. That's a statement right there. I'll tell you what. That's a statement right there. Holy shit. They're like, no, we are selling, goddammit. Like, Jesus. That's crazy. That's crazy right there. So you can see why this looks so bearish, right? Like, everybody can see it, right? Look, bearish as shit. But you're broken out. Meme candle on Sol. Yeah, I mean, sorta. So yeah, now this is making me think we like have to come back down to 115. It's just making me think it has to happen. You also had a death cross here, and all you've been doing is trending up since the death cross. I'm waiting for the drop. I'm waiting for the drop, and the problem with the drop, I think you're going to get more of a drop than we are expecting. But this is the uptrend here that we are holding on by an inch. Ooh, you want to do that? All right. And if we were to get a measured move down, I'm looking at it just like this. We already got a nice retrace, finding tons of resistance at that 134 level. That's a problem. That's a problem. Damn. But yeah, this thing could fall somewhere around 22, maybe even 33% is possible if we don't catch bids. We need to catch some bids. Because noted, the upside target is way better. It's way better. Everyone's like, but all my great news. Doesn't matter if buyers aren't there. Doesn't matter. Could see a 74% move to the upside, or we could get just a nice little dip down. 33, maybe a little deeper. 39% downside with 40%. The possibilities are there. Possibilities are there. Let's move on. Spent too much time on that. XRP, 58 cents. Still calling it 58-cent XRP. Nobody's gonna tell me otherwise. Yeah, we're still in this downtrend. Good for XRP. Love to see it. Love to see you're trying real hard. Participation trophies for everyone. Let's go. Nice rising wedge pattern, by the way. Absolute gorgeous. The fact that I believe it was on like the 1 hour or the 4 hour. It might have been the 4 hour. Yeah, your 4 hour. You put in hidden bearish divergence on the 4 hour. Not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do that. So, lots of downside. ETH back to 2K, finally. Is it really at 2K right now? Did it pop up? That's great. I hope it keeps going, because it could be bad. April 1st is QT day, so there's that. That's fair. No, April 1st, like an extra $20 billion in the markets, that's probably going to help. Probably a lot. So I do look forward to seeing what the markets do at that point. I do look forward to that. I think XRP sees 2.9 before dump. You think 290 before dump? Looking at this pattern, I don't see what you see. I can't see it. How high is 2? You're saying you're gonna clear this high right here. You're gonna clear this high. I don't see it. I hope it happens, because you know XRP Army at this point, you need a win. You're just getting like just killed out here. It's terrible, but we'll see what happens. Next to tariff day, coincidence? Never a coincidence, Jim. Never a coincidence. Actually, I'm pretty sure our Fed knows that their rates are far too high if they don't want the economy to literally collapse, because yeah, they've just been using government data this whole time, and the government jobs were propping up the jobs market. Private companies, they've been laying off for like 2 years, and now they're just starting to accelerate the layoffs. And with the government not hiring anymore, well, it's creating a nice little, oh shit, have we been holding our rates too high for too long? Yeah, dumbass. Oops. And they already said in the last FOMC meeting they are willing to cut rapidly if something happens. And I'm like, you're going to wait till you see it in the data? Nice. We're all screwed. All right, checking out Ape. This one I'm thoroughly invested in because I do have a short on it. And it looks like they're going for my stop loss again. So, this dotted line up here, this is my stop loss. If you look at it on the 4 hour, it's like I made sure we were above this high. They will literally have to create a higher high to stop me out. We now have this nice downtrend that has formed based off the movement, but it's looking like they're coming after my stop loss. Looking like they're coming after it hard too. 4 hour time frame, you are in the bullish control zone, not really showing signs that it wants to dump. Going into your 1 hour time frame, we did have a little bearish divergence, and then we had a pullback. I'm waiting to see if we get the lower high. That's what I'm waiting for. If we don't get a lower high, if we blast through this, well, first off, I get stopped out. Secondly, I'm going to feel pretty angry because the amount of V-shaped recoveries. So this is what I'm noticing in the market recently. You have a huge spike up, a V-shape, like just straight down, taking out the previous low, then V-shaped recovery back up a lower, or no, much higher low, and then you pop up almost to the same highs to then get another devastating drop. And it's like, what the hell? Why are you taking out these lows so consistently in this random chop? But this one right here, this one has me the most confused because you broke your uptrend, you bearishly backtested it to then break back above it. This confuses me. I don't understand. I also see the hidden bearish divergence because you did not clear your high. I'm still seeing downside. I just don't know if they're trying to stop me out first or if they're going to do some weird weekend bullshit. So, yeah, this is looking for that lower high, because if we get that lower high, I'm just looking for a nice little move down, get down here to 49 cents, no big deal. The liquidity chop is the most aggressive nonsense I've ever seen, and it's been market wide. It has been. It's been kind of crazy. Quick trades on the weekend, in and out. Jake of all trades, yeah, you know, probably a good idea. I see a dump coming. I don't want to miss it. YGG, next one we're going to look at, because it is about to stop me out. This thing is insane. Look at that shit. It's like, what do you mean we're downtrending? No? We're just going up, bro. What the fuck was that? You had a very, very nice little uptrend here. You broke out of completely. Now it's like, no, it's just a back test, bro. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm stopped out of it. Yeah, I just got stopped out of it. So I lost $2. I'm not really mad about it. I'm just more disappointed because my alert didn't even go off. Fuckers, at least you could do. Set the alert off. Least you could do. Have I heard crypto guy named Tika? If so, stay away. Puts a prepaid newsletter with his coin picks. 6 picks down 40% since January. Don't get burned. You know, that's amazing. I get people coming into this stream talking about, oh, you have a buy wall for Tuesdays and Thursdays. No bueno. But this guy out here giving you terrible picks on a paid newsletter. That's crazy. Never heard of him, Jeff. But that is absolutely insane. So yeah, we got stopped out of this one. But noted, very nice random ass consolidation pattern here. Are we going to break to the upside of this? I doubt it, because your 15-minute, I mean, doesn't look great. You have significant bearish divergence. Significant. But they definitely did that liquidity grab right there. Don't get burned a lot. At the end of the day, you're the one placing the bid. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. No one can predict the market. Aquata, you're right. No one can predict it. And when you're doing crazy liquidity grabs like this is nuts. Like, I understood you coming up here. I get it. I could even argue this one. I'm like, okay, fine. But now you're clearing this high? What are we doing? Are we breaking out YGG? Are we doing it? Let's check your 1 hour. I doubt it. Yeah, 1 hour nearly overbought. Fucking ridiculous, man. So, probably a great time to put in a short on YGG right now, or it's about to blast off and go absolutely ape shit, going up to 36 cents. Take your picks. Take your picks. That high ass relative strength, I'd be putting in shorts. That's what I'd be doing. And I wasn't even trying to be greedy. I was looking for 5%. Such a shame. Just don't sell and you won't lose. Might take a month, might take 2 years, or eternity. Depends. If you're sitting in heavy in most altcoins, a lot of altcoins don't make it. Also, if 6 of his picks are down 40% and you went short, that's a nice return. That's fair. That's really fair. Or sell and buy back lower. You to your strategy and rules, really. Exactly. Always stick to your own strategy, your own rules. So I guess we can. I don't even know if I can get rid of this trend line, or if I just adjust it down or not. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, as I tell everybody, I'm not a 100% trader. But I will say, I do my best to try and figure out what these markets are doing. And yeah, YGG, I was expecting it to drop. What did it do? It barely dropped and utilized my entry as a support level. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. ApeCoin, kind of the same thing. It used my entry as a support level for like all day. My entry was right here. Used it as a support level. I'm like, what the hell are we doing here, buddy? My entry right down here, based off, I think it was this movement here, and then it was like, nope, that's our support now. Thanks. Fuck. Crazy, crazy times. All right, let's check out Aave. Aave. So Aave's getting a break to the upside, I guess. Elliot probably knows how to trade that nonsense, but I don't like Elliot. The Elliot waves get... they don't do well. I don't like the Elliot waves. So this one, we can look at it kind of like an ascending triangle also. With this right here, making consistent higher lows, and then you kind of have this flat top. So sort of flat top, a little bit descending, but you're expecting a move to the upside. If this does get that move to the upside, you're going to look at it a little bit like this. A nice 10.85% move to the upside on a scalp trade. Doesn't look bad. And then you have to realize you're in this giant falling wedge pattern that would be a breakout. So maybe something bigger comes out of it. Or maybe they just screw over all the traders. Who knows? Who knows? 4-hour time frame, it's basically saying you could rally. If anything's going to rally, though, I do think Aave is one of those that will do it. I'm very convinced this 10% upside move could very well happen. I really am convinced about Aave. Aave, for some reason, they're very strong all the time. Now, one thing that is giving me a really bad feeling is this daily MACD. So you can see from your previous green candles, this wick high over here, very little buy pressure. Then down here, significantly more buying pressure. That's hidden bearish divergence. That's not a good look. That's a really bad look. The fact that price is so much lower with that much more volume coming in, it's a problem. I don't like that. Recently just got a death cross as well. So yeah. The market is sending mixed messages. Worse than a girl who says, I want to spend more time with you, and then doesn't respond to your text. It's so much worse than that. ApeCoin's now up 1%. Son of a bitch, really? I might have to take the L on my ApeCoin trade. Not a fan of that. Not a fan. We're going to wait and find out. Anyways, moving along, we got Sand. Checking out Sand. I'm just going to call it opposite world. So right now, going long on Sand, you might get something crazy, like a new high. No sex on the beach today? Nope, just Coors Light. I got to rehydrate. Just Coors Light. So Sand, I know it just came out of a rising wedge pattern, or it's sitting in a bear flag, but with it being opposite world and things so weird, also you're below a resistance, let's just say Sand's going to go up 8%. Let's just say that. The reason being, a low relative strength on the 1 hour. That's the whole reason. Scalp traded up. You broke a downtrend, let's go, baby. Higher low situation. Fuck it. Macro for total market cap looks like it's in a huge Wyckoff pattern. Yeah, it makes sense. Sand kept stopping me out the other day. It's probably stopping you out because you're doing the right and proper thing. You can't do that sometimes. You gotta trade irrationally. So right now, everything's telling me, hey, we have been finding major resistance at this 28.87 level. We're in a bear flag. We fell out of a rising wedge pattern. We're going down to 23.49. Yeah, let's throw in a 30x long. Let's go up 8% and then fuck over the traders. I think it's going to want to do that. That's my pessimism again. I'm sorry. But also, your 4 hour, you're neutral. You're super neutral. Nothing is wrong here. Nothing's indicating, oh, a dump is coming. Nothing at all. It's that one, like, it's the fact that you're underneath a resistance. Oh, and your 15-minute looks terrible. Looks absolutely terrible. But then again, the same thing looked like that last night. Everything looked terrible, and I saw things go up like 5 to 10%. I was like, what the hell? Convenient how 4 years later, Tether is more than happy to be audited. Meanwhile, in 2020, 2021, they were appealing left and right. Yeah, that's fair. API 3 stopped me out on a short with a scam wick earlier. Yeah, you know, Chewy in Discord, he was talking about API 3, and he's like, what the hell's going on over there? No telling. Just weird movements, man. Weird movements. This one, I have even more of a reason to believe it's going up, because you had a low, you had 3 consecutive higher lows, you took out your low, and now you're moving up. Yeah, I think Sand's about to make another 8% move to the upside. You know what, for funsies, let's get out of our short here. Let's go into a long on Sand. Actually, no. I still have what? Like $1 in here? We're going to go long on Sand just for the lulls. Sand. What we got? 25x leverage? Nah. We got to go for real. 50x leverage, cuz I don't think they're going to let it fall. I don't think they're going to do it. I think they're going to do some shady shit. Damn it, that was not ideal. Oh, there we go. We're in. We're in! Alright, I wanted to do market. We didn't. That's fine. Alright, we are 50x long on Sand with a whole ass dollar. Okay? Don't think I'm being terrible out here with little, oh, he threw like $1,000 in there. No, it's $1. Chill out. Chill out, bro. Anyways, here's a nice little low that we can focus in on. 28.25. I don't think it's going to get below that. I really do. At least not tonight. Probably tomorrow. Apecoin going up even further? This is some bullshit. Some bullshit. YGG going up further? Are we about to pump? Is that what's about to happen? Anyways. What's my liquid? 28144? 2824, perfect. 2824. Okay, we got that. Now 3082. Are you guys gonna laugh if this happens? I will. I will actually laugh. 3082. Because there's no reason I should be going long, especially not with a 50x leverage. Shouldn't be doing it. But if this thing turns into a 400% gain, I know that this market is acting like a joke. Just a complete joke right now. It's what it is sometimes. It's what it is. Yeah, we'll pump and dump early April, right? But look at Apecoin. See there how it's just climbing, making no sense at all. You have triple bearish divergence. You fell. Are we going to get a lower high? We also cleared our lows in this drop. We cleared the lows. No reason to be going up. None. Lower high, rollover. That's what should be happening. I don't think it's going to. I don't think it's going to. So sad. Anyways, moving on. We got Uni. If anything has a reason to go up, I would say Uniswap does. If I'm being completely honest here, Uniswap definitely has a reason to go up, and that's also why I was looking at this 9% drop. But looking at it on the 4 hour, you got overbought, no bearish divergence, just consolidating right at a level of support resistance. I'm going to call it a support resistance because it hasn't really fallen below it, but it hasn't broken above it. You get a move to the upside out of this thing, you're looking at 815. Maybe it gets a little crazy. 1196. This could be major moves to the upside. I think more people are looking for shorts, so this could squeeze to the upside. So this one, it has a good argument for anywhere between 19 to like 75% upside. Has a very good argument for it. Justin Sun just a bunch of has a bunch of Uni in his main wallet. Oh, great. Never mind. Anything Justin Sun touches, that guy breaks a lot of stuff. Breaks a lot of stuff. If it does move to the downside, we are ready with our movement. We'd be looking at like $4.93. Wouldn't really be a big deal because this wick high was just a deep retrace, and it's a lower high with hidden bearish divergence on the 4-hour. So there is a strong reason for this thing to actually go down. However, we're an opposite world. We're an opposite world. That's what it is. Oh, look at that. Apecoin's coming back down. Sand coming down. Ooh, did I just help the whole market? We are all hanging in there. Thoughts on SHIB and Doge? We will look at those. We shall look at those. Yeah, looks like Bitcoin's giving back some of its recent gains. It went just high enough to get YGG to have a nice breakout. And, yeah, it seems like everything else is starting to pull back a little bit thanks to it. Anyways, moving on, OP. So OP right now, honestly, you're sitting in limbo. You're just kind of chilling down here. I don't know if this is a broadening wedge, a rising wedge. What we're doing here, all I know is you had a recent downtrend that you broke bullishly out of. You broke out of also a longer term downtrend here. So a measured move to the upside, getting to that golden retrace, you're looking at like 116% upside. Will we get it? That's the real question. Can I add XLM to the list as well, please? Sure, XLM. Got you covered. So yeah, this is OP looking extremely confusing. No idea what it wants to do, honestly. No idea. Sir, not sit. No problem. So yeah, you have support sitting down at 696. It would be nice if it just went down there, but man, they are really bleeding this market. They are bleeding it dry. They're making sure nobody wants to come back. They're like, oh, you thought you liked crypto? Shoot, you hate this stuff. I'll tell you what, you hate it. All right, AXS. Axie Infinity has a break to the upside. It has every reason to go up, honestly, but you know, the breaking of an uptrend while in a rising wedge pattern, putting in a nice little downtrend, it's not a good look. ADA, please. Flip coins. We looked at ADA. It was like the third token we looked at. If you go back to like the 20-minute mark, you'll probably see it. Flip coins. Just nice little rewind. Just rewind. Those first 15, 20 minutes. You'll see it. Anyways. So yeah. Decisions need to be made. 4-hour looks like it wants to go up, but I think it's the 1-hour that looks like it wants to go down. Yeah, your 1-hour, it looks like it wants to go down. You peaked right above it, and you're pulling right back down. So you got your hidden bearish divergence from this previous high to this high, and it should go down. It should. Will it? Well, we'll see. We'll see. If it doesn't, if it stays above 332.6, then odds are you're going to make your way up to $4.23. Could be really nice. Really nice move to the upside. Could be really nice. Just patiently waiting. But if you guys haven't realized, I'm bearish today. I'm quite bearish today. Very, very bearish. I'm not bullish. I think this is the most fake rally I've ever seen in my life. I'm not bullish. Last one, Near. So Near Protocol. Made a little bit of money on this one earlier. I got into a very quick trade on it. I got the entirety of this, but I got out because the market's doing weird things. You're in a gorgeous rising wedge pattern. You tried to break out once. Stop loss was sitting right up here at like 281. I was expecting a 5% move. It didn't do it, so I got out. And still think it's going to do it eventually. I think it's going to have a nice move to the downside, honestly. Go confirm some lows. Go back down to $1.88. That would be great. I know they recently had some really bullish news come out, so maybe it short changes you. You get support off $2.57, and then you start rallying. If it gets bullish, you're looking at anywhere between 66 and 118% move to the upside. So extremely bullish if the market gets bullish. But if it stays bearish, enjoy your move to the downside, because great accumulation range between 188 and 129. Great accumulation down there. Where it's at right now, not so good. Not so good, because you run the risk of seeing a 51% drop. So the lower it gets, the better it is for accumulating. Alright, that's my list. Let's get into the others. Alrighty, so next we got Peanut. So for those of you who are new to the stream, what I do is I take the requests of all the members first, because they are financially helping out the stream. And noted, it is my entire goal for anybody who decides to drop that monthly $5 to help them make $5. Okay? So, yeah. We're going to cover them first. Noted, if you decide to go premium or whatever, then great. Awesome. It's $10 I got to make you, and hopefully I can. Other than that, ladies in the house, you do get ahead of the line of the tier 1 subs. The tier 2s and tier 3s, sorry, no go. If you guys want to jump the entirety of the line, donating over $10, make sure that you can be next. So other than that, I am taking all requests, and yeah, sit back, buckle up, and enjoy the ride. Peanut is first, and I'm going to be looking at these as if I was going to be getting into a trade, so then you guys can make decisions based off that. Anyways, Peanut, I was looking at this one yesterday. Yep, makes a lot of sense. I'm still looking for that 34% downside. Holy shit. Anyways, you have made a lower high, but from this... no, that doesn't matter. From this right here does matter. So on the 1 hour, you have a high, a lower high, higher relative strength. That is hidden bearish divergence. So I am solely focused on how can I put in a short and get profits. And the profits would be all the way down 34% to the downside. This is all I'm staring at for the 1 hour. Looking at the 4 hour. Trump, please. David Green, I got you. Trump. David Green. Is that a name I should be paying closer attention to? Hold on. Gotta check my notes here. Hold on 1 second. No, it's not. Alright, we're good. Anyways. I'll start Degen and Bonk. Got you, DZ. Degen and Bonk. Alright, so Peanut right now. On your 4 hour time frame, your CCI indicator looks disgusting. Absolutely gross. Looking like it wants to pull back. If the market starts pulling you back, also, I don't really feel like it's meme coin season, so could see a very harsh pullback. I would be looking for shorts. Let's check out our 15-minute time frame is now giving you a completely different story. It's like, hey bro, we're about to go up. Hopefully you're ready. It doesn't look like it wants to fall on the shorter time frame, which is weird. Really weird to me, but you got pretty much a reset. You have hidden bullish divergence on the 15-minute. Loop ring also. Alright, LRC. Got you covered. Anyways. Right now, what you're focused in on is this downtrend right here. If you can break above this downtrend, okay, great. I'll be like, hey bro, you're probably going up. And the upside target is about 120% upside move. And that's based off of a fib level retracement. Because you had a low and a higher low, you're looking for that 1618, getting you back up to 41 cents. If you don't break above that, 34% downside, finding new lows, and making everyone depressed about holding on to this token. Seems like a good time. Seems like a good time. Looks like that sand trade is going to stop me out while the rest of the market stayed bullish where I have shorts. Amazing. These market makers, God, they're something else. They're good. They're good. Damn. I'm about to lose $1. See that shit? I'm about to lose $1. We're down 37% on that trade. Like instantly. Damn. almost a full percent in the opposite direction. Did my trade just become its resistance? Is that what happened? All right, next up, we got SCR. SCRT. I gotta see if it's a... Okay. Alrighty, SCRT, we've been here before. Oh, God, this looks gross. Alright, redeeming quality. Bullish divergence on the daily, but I'm not seeing that higher low yet. So right now, here is your demand line. It's always a shame when it's a downtrending demand line and you only have 2 touches. Always a shame when that happens. You would like to see a third touch. On your MACD, you're noticing the buying pressure is going away. It's just steadily falling off a cliff. Not a good look. Death cross has come. Not a good look. All right, moving on. 4 hour. On the 4 hour time frame, you are bearishly backtesting that 50 or the 200 simple. Your 50 is pushing up. This could push you to the upside. You do have hidden bearish divergence. That's kind of a shame. Kind of a shame. Hidden bearish div. You can see that right here on your 4 hour. So you're in a channel. Nice little falling channel. Interesting look, bro. Interesting look. I wouldn't think anything too crazy, but I would be leaning bearish. I'm looking for this 1341. I don't think you're going to get that whole 618, but you might get the 1272 if you lose support, that is. So bearish case scenario, I would be looking for this 35% drop. That would be a nice little capitulation candle. Nice, just fart on you real quick. Looking at our 1 hour. 1 hour looks strange. That wick, ugh. Crazy wick here, throwing everything off. But then, oh my god, wait a minute. Okay, no, you did have a lower high, but you did get overbought right here. So you have plenty of room to go to the downside, and this is a lower high than this particular wick high right here. So from there, on a scalp trade, I would still be looking for downside. Currently, this is your uptrend. We'll see if it holds. If it doesn't, could get bad. Thank you. Appreciate you. Could get bad. But it also could be bullish. Gotta love these. Gotta love these. So bearish case, we already have it. Your bullish case scenario here, I would actually use this high right there. Yep, from this high, you almost got a 50% retrace on this. You could be heading up to 25.65. 21% upside move is possible for SCRT. Let's see what the traders have in store for you. Let's see what they got. For the evening, I would be thinking 21% upside. For the evening. Can I list some 100% X plays? Just looking to double my money. DZ, there's no such thing as a 100% X play. There's no such thing. All I can do is try and read the charts to the best of my ability in this otherwise crazy choppy market. Yeah, it's very hard to read things right now. I'm leaning bearish. I'm leaning bearish too. But until we start seeing some red, it's kind of hard to be bearish. Because like YGG, for instance, broke out. It is now a breakout, and there's nothing I can say about it. It is broken out. How come? Because of all the bearish divergence in the market. Short-term bearish? There's too much uncertainty. Ew. What the fuck happened here? positive. Someone's buying. Bullish divergence. Bullish divergence is achieved. I've been bearish ever since I went back to stocks. That's fair. That's fair. So yeah, you only have 2 touches here. You don't have a higher low yet. This could be a problem. China probably about to pull back though. It seems like China's buying in. Honestly, it really seems like China's buying in. And they're buying in a weird way. Yeah, now the market's going pretty green. My ape trade is fucked. Jesus. Yeah, my ape trade is toast. The only one that's going to do well is Sand. Watch. Sand. Crazy sell pressure. Now it's popping back up. Almost hit my sell order. Wow. Did you look at that? It's crazy. I'm still up 30% on my C98 short, though. Weird world. Ape. Oh, God. I don't even want to see how bad it is. Problem I have with Ape, it's one of my copy trades, so... all day I've been like, are you going to stop me out or not? What are we doing? It hasn't. It's coming close though. We're down 40%. Yeah, it's coming for my stop. Jesus Christ. Just won't let it go. So you can see this high compared to this high. Significantly higher relative strength. This is what I mean by bearish divergence everywhere, but it's still pressing on. So yes, it could get invalidated if it makes another move up, making a higher high, and then getting a higher relative strength. Now you're saying, oh, we're in an uptrend, we don't have to worry about this high back here. Great. But until that happens, it's kind of like, why is there hidden bearish divergence? What's going on here, buddy? So you would end up making a nice little downtrend here, just saying, hey, are we going to break out or what? If you do break out, bullish case scenario, you move up to this 1103. So bullish case scenario, you get a nice move like that. 20% upside would be a nice juicy little trade. However, your bearish case, you made a high. If you make a lower high, if you stop, let's just say right here at 965 and you roll over, you could find yourself back down here at 818. So from where you're sitting now, you could see an 11% drop. This is the frustrating thing about the trades right now. Very frustrating to see all this. It's easier to trade during the week, but also now we got to pay attention to like when Wall Street's trading, which makes it a little more difficult. First thing in the morning is pretty good. Around 12 o'clock, you kind of expect some sell pressure because they're going to lunch. And then all of a sudden they'll buy at the end of the day. It's like, what the hell is this? It's weird. It's really weird. I don't like it, but it's really weird. This is your bullish and bearish case for this one right now. You're at all-time lows, though. You wouldn't really want to see lower prices, but if you do put in this 11% downside, that would be your first higher low. That would be a nice welcomed opportunity to get into longs, because you'd expect a new uptrend to start. And that new uptrend could lead you extremely high. Somewhere in the neighborhood of 32 cents is what I'd be looking for. So let's just say you did get that move down there. Over time, 300% upside would be kind of nice. All right, TLOS. Well, that's the most rounded bottom I've ever seen outside of a strip club. That's crazy. Anyways. Sheesh. At this point, we're just wondering how it got all that in them jeans. Dang. Nice higher low situation. That's good. Holding support at 799. Now, what you'd really love to see, make a higher high, make a higher low, and then take off. What you'd really like to see. But this rounded bottom, really good start. Really good start. Everything's pointing toward this thing moving up. Everything pointing toward it moving up. Of course, your 4 hour had to get ridiculous. Oh boy. Double topping on the 4 hour. Barely touching that overbought territory. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious. Oh boy. There's your uptrend. You tried to break out once, you failed. Let's see if you can get that break to the upside. The fact that it's a rounded bottom makes me more confident about the upside. However, there's one thing I learned. We cannot be confident with any trades right now. This is a symmetrical triangle. You could go up 20%. You could also go down. Almost the same thing. This is what I'm looking at. It is a flip of a coin right now. What you're going to do next. Flip of a coin. If Bitcoin manages to put in some CME future gaps, oh yeah, this thing is going to rally. Before it probably comes crumbling down on Monday. Alrighty. XLM next. XLM. I don't know if you're breaking an uptrend or not, but a recent uptrend, you've broken down from it. Your 4 hour time frame looking just fine, sitting neutral AF. Checking out your 1 hour. 1 hour time frame, I don't like your CCI indicator getting that high. That's not a good look. This is signs that you're going to drop. No problem, Jim. No problem, Jim. Doing my best out here. Doing my best. That's all I can ever do, man. So, are you broken out? Are you going up now? What are we doing? So, someone out there is going to look at this as a bullish move because you are putting in a higher low with lower relative strength, technically, but you're fighting to stay above your 1 hour's 200 simple moving average. Bullish case scenario, you'll see yourself at 31.99. Bullish case, it'll get a beautiful move up just above resistance. Nice little 15% move. But of course, the bearish case is like super bearish. You made this high. You made bearish divergence on the 1 hour, as well as hidden bearish divergence from this previous high. So your bearish case is pretty darn bearish. It's like really bad. You're looking at 17 cents. And if XRP is going to 58 cents, this thing could definitely drop 36%, possibly further. The only downside of that, you'd be falling out of your falling wedge. Or it just takes forever to do it. Take your picks. Could do a number of things, but you did just lose an uptrend. In otherwise normal trading scenarios, you'd be going short every single time. You'd be like, okay, cool. Easy shorting opportunity. Stop loss right above 30 cents. Let this baby ride all the way down to 17.45. No big deal. But we're in some weird trading times. We're in really weird trading times. All right, Trump coin. I mean, yeah, you're broken out of a falling wedge. I legitimately have no idea why it would go up. I honestly don't. And it hasn't done it yet. So, I measured move to the upside based off the falling wedge. 120% move to the upside. But, you know, $4.45 looks pretty darn good. So, didn't they just have an unlock, speaking of which? It's chop suey out here. I think I'm starting to learn how to trade the chop though, and I'm feeling a little bit better about it. But noted, as soon as you learn, you got to try something different, and it sucks. I think I'm starting to learn. I think. I'm hopeful. New downtrend achieved. Right there. New downtrend achieved for Trump coin. Yeah, I'm not bullish on Trump coin at all. I think it's gonna like work its way down to zero over time, but for now, maybe you see a 58% drop. I remember when I called for like this movement down here to $10.18, somewhere around here. Everybody's like, "Nah, it's not gonna do that. We're gonna pump up now." Well, now we're trading at $10.89, so I was right. Based off this move right here, we also could get a measured move that hasn't done it yet, but I think it's going to happen based off this right here, because that was a 50% retrace. Getting down to $2.89 makes sense. It makes a lot of sense in my opinion. But I'm not the ones making the markets. I'm really not. All I can see is this falling wedge pattern, historically bullish pattern. We did break bullishly out of it, but now we're putting in a new downtrend. We'll see if the market makers want to pump it. I just don't see why they would. You know, I don't see why they would. All I know is they have 80% of the tokens that are slowly going to be releasing, and it's a great reason to let it fall. Does XLM have something to do with XRP? I mean, they're essentially like siblings. Whatever XRP does, XLM follows right behind it, all the way down to the ledger. It's kind of obnoxious, but is what it is. Yeah, they're really like the exact same thing. It's kind of wild. LRC. LRC, nice ascending triangle, not bad. We'll see if you get a break to the upside, because if you do, you could very well see 126% move to the upside. You very well could. It makes sense to do that. You have support at 7 cents. You've been hanging out underneath resistance for a hot minute now. Ethereum's not looking that strong, so it doesn't have that to back it up. God, ApeCoin really wants to stop me out. That is insane. That is actually insane. Jerks. Oh. I guess I should have just taken my 5% gain and gotten out. Too bad. I thought we were going to fall, Ape. I thought we were cool. Daily time frame. No reason this thing should fall outside of the 50 simples getting close. And you're trading sideways after a huge dump. That's not bullish. Sideways consolidation after a move down is really bearish. It is really bearish. It is a strong sign. Who's buying Ape? I don't know. Somebody just wants me to stop out. They want to ruin my stats. But no, it's not bullish consolidation at all. Would not be strange in the least to see a move down to 8 cents for LRC. Bearish AF. All indicators on higher time frames like the daily and the 4 hour, they're saying you can go up. Your 1 hour is basically like, we chop, baby, we chop. This is what we do around here. We chop. The fact that your relative strength got back into the bullish control zone with a lower high, that is the first time in this entire trend that it's done that. So now, of course, everyone's going to look towards shorting it. Or at least if there are any traders left. I think that might be another problem. There might not be that many traders left in the market to make sure that these things can play out. Oh my goodness. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Just got to take care of a little bit of trash. There we go. We're good. Had to get rid of some trash. Sorry, guys. Over there on Twitch. Anyways. So, this one. Downside, you could see it. However, this does look like, oh, we broke out of a downtrend. We consolidated. We popped up. We're making a higher low. So there's an argument for upside. It's not a good one. But there's an argument for it. So this is how we're getting these bullish and bearish case scenarios. Bullish case scenario, I mean, I could see a 3% move to the upside, sure. We'll see if it does it. Bearish scenario, anywhere from a 7.41 to 25% downside. I could see that too. The fact that you're underneath resistance makes me very bearish. Very, very bearish. If we were above resistance, different story. It's like, hey, we're back testing support. Great. Love it. We're not. We've been bearishly back testing this whole time. We're in an otherwise bullish pattern, but we've been seeing bullish patterns get violated left and right. It's been awful. All right, let's check out Jupiter. So I think Jupiter, I was saying good things about it the other day. I think. Yeah, same scenario. 1 hour time frame, it's not giving us any feel goods, and the fact that you made this high where you broke through, then a lower high and you pulled back, you made a low and a lower low. That gives you all the reason to be like, time to go short. The fact that you're about to clear this high now kind of makes no sense. It's no sense at all. It's like, why? Why are we doing that? But Jupiter, if it does go up, because you are at all-time lows, if it goes below 45 cents, you want absolutely nothing to do with this because you don't know how low it could go. So upside target is like 95% upside. So yeah, it is an uptrend. You are absolutely right. It is an uptrend. And your 4 hour relative strength sitting in neutral territory, you should see this thing go up. Will it make the whole 95%? I wish I knew that answer. I really do wish I knew. I have no idea. No idea at all. Oh my god, is that sand trade actually about to go positive? Oh my god, we're only down 13% on it now? It's stupid. It's actually stupid. Almost as stupid as that ape trade going crazy positive again. Using my entry as support. It makes no sense. Makes no sense. So yeah, upside potential is massive on this thing. We kind of have to sit back and wait. As long as Bitcoin goes up and it doesn't dump like I kind of am getting the feeling it will do, as long as it goes up, you're sitting pretty. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. 95% upside, right off into the sunset, looking great. Your liquidation price is 27 cents. Jesus. I'm hoping you'll be okay. I'm hoping you'll be okay. If it goes below 45, you want nothing to do with it, I think you're safe. Just, I would raise that stop loss completely. Oh my, that is so deep. Are you on like a 2x? That's wild. That's wild. I hope you're trading like 100,000 if you're only on 2x. Sheesh. ONT, ontology. So ONT, sitting same boat as Jupiter, same boat, but you are in a very well-established downtrend. So even if you do get a pop to the upside, the most you're looking for is 19 cents. That's the absolute most right now. You have no support below you. You don't want to go any lower. Period. You just don't want it. You don't want the smoke. All right? You don't want it. But it looks like you might have some bullish divergence. Yeah, you have some bullish div. That's great. You still need a higher low. Still need a higher low, and you need to negate this hidden bearish divergence that has now formed. Yeah, just 2x with 9K. Got it. I mean, like, this would be where I'd put the uptrend. You broke bearishly out of it. Looks like you're bearishly backtesting it. Not a big fan of that. But then, of course, there's going to be someone out there. What do you mean? Uptrend still perfectly intact, bro. We're just trending off that, not the deep wick. Fine. Sure. Still not going to deny hidden bearish divergence on the 4 hour. It's a bad look. So, bullish case, 19 cents. If you can break out. If you can do it. 26% move to the upside. Your bearish case is going into price discovery to the downside, but first target, 10 cents. You don't want this to happen. This is a no bueno. Do not want that. You want this. You know, I'm also starting to think there's not many people leverage trading altcoins, or at least altcoins kind of like ONT. I don't think there's many people leverage trading it. And if they are, they'd be going long down here because going long makes sense. And then, of course, that's how we find price discovery to the downside. Oh my god, Ape is popping up even higher? This is stupid. Yeah, it looks like that Ape coin trade is about to rinse me. Jesus criminy. How frustrating. What do I think? April will take Bitcoin. Cliff, I'm not sure. It's nice that we're going to have less quantitative tightening. It should help, but we'll have to wait and see. Until the rate cuts get back down to like 0 and the jobs market starts going crazy again, I don't have much hope for altcoins. Honestly, I don't have much hope for the altcoins. Bitcoin, on the other hand, I mean, all the whales are doing is they're sitting here scooping up all of it. I mean all of it. Not even joking. You have random people at this point. They have to sell off their crypto to, like, live. Like, it's pretty bad. So, I don't know. The lower that it goes, the more people are willing to sell. I don't know how many retail investors are still hanging in there, just like, no, I can withstand this. I don't know. We'll see. Of course, everybody's gonna be like, well, it went up from 15K. It's like, yeah, so people are going to feel way more comfortable selling off in profits. That's the problem. We have all these wealthy people buying it up non-stop over the counter. I don't know what to think. It could go up, could go down. I had this feeling March would be way more bullish than it was, just because in order for them to sell in May and go away, you gotta buy. But they're just dumping. So it's like, are they going to be buying all summer? I don't understand. It would be a really weird dynamic if they did. It would be really weird. But it is what it is. So yeah, all in all, my answer is I don't know. I really don't know. I've been saying it for the last 3 weeks. This market, extremely hard to read. It is very hard to read. And it's been like an extended period of time of being really hard to read. So Zilliqa, you do have triple bullish divergence on the 4 hour, which is nice. Well, it means you probably have bullish divergence on the daily. You have a breakout of your downtrend. Are you at all-time lows right now? Yeah, you're flirting with the abyss, trying to get back down here, possibly down to, let's just say, 1007. Why didn't you touch it? I'm sorry, some of you are probably like, what is he talking about? I'm talking about this down here on the daily. There's a level of support sitting right here, unscathed, untouched from recent price action. Why didn't you touch it? It's so close. Why didn't you touch it? Kind of weird. I think at this point, hedge funds have spent more on research studying trader psychology than ever before. That's a fair thought. That is a fair thought. I would say the only problem they would have with that is if you drive out the traders because you keep manipulating the markets as much as you do. I mean, at that point, what do you have left? There's no more liquidity. Traders are your liquidity. If you drive traders out of the market, then all of a sudden it's like, oh, we just collapsed the markets. You did. You shouldn't have done that. You were so right about ES on Friday, Porky. I don't know what I said. Should have listened to you, my bro. I don't know what I said about ES. I have no idea. All I do is read the chart and move on. I read so many charts every single day. I don't have a clue what I said. So, hey, I hope it worked out for you. Or, I guess it didn't. But, all I do is read charts, bro. That's all I do. Meta? Sure. Meta. I'm going to play some Warzone after this. I'm going to need more beer. That's what I'm going to need. Nothing better when you lose money than to play some Warzone. Anyways, 1 hour time frame. I'm going to focus on these 1 hours. Maybe eliminating liquidity in crypto markets is what they want to accomplish. You know what? They're doing a damn good job of it. How you doing today, Meet Damien? How you doing? Yeah, they're doing a damn good job of that. I mean, they're... Ugh. Did I end up doing auction? Well, not yet. Not yet. Also, LNE, are you requesting it now? Because it was requested earlier. I'll get to it soon. Because we're on Zill already. Popcat, Long C. Alright. Little righty. But yeah, if they're trying to get rid of liquidity in the crypto markets, they are doing a great job. Because, like, last week, I normally trade every single day. I took 3 days off. I was like, nope, not trading. Don't know what they're doing. Not doing it. Came back in because it looked like I could read it again. I made a little bit of money, and then all of a sudden it's like now it's getting hard to read again, and I'm like, should I take more time off? What are we doing here? Just capital preservation at that point. Like, what's going on? Sometimes the best option is just not to trade it. UCLA's average cost on SPY is $578. Wait, what? That's wild. I didn't. I just heard that it was on the list. Yeah, it's on the list. Yeah, we're going to get to Popcat soon. So, this is an ascending triangle. Everything about this says it should go up. Literally everything. The thing that I dislike about this is the fact that you took days off, only did one trade this week as well. It makes sense. Damn, the one time I didn't short auction. Oh, did it fall? Damn. So the thing I don't like about this, you've been putting in consecutive higher highs, consecutive higher lows. Now you're starting to put in lower highs. That's the only thing I dislike about this. It is a sign that the strength could be waning and going down. On the lower time frame, you are putting in a bear flag. That's not a good look. I will give you a bullish and bearish case here, but I'm leaning bearish because now it looks different. I don't like different. Different is bad. You already got a 50% retrace. This could fall down to this level here. Whoops. This could fall down something like this, like a 5.29% drop. It is possible. You'll see chart looks insane. Yeah. We were trying to short auction. We were trying hard, and we couldn't. And then all of a sudden, as soon as you give up, well, there you go. Alright, so guys, this is how weird the world is right now in the world of trading. You guys watch me live put in a 50x trade on sand. You saw I was down bad. I was down bad. Now we're only down 7%. We're almost back into the green. There was no reason for me to go long. There was no reason at all. Should not have done it. But here we are. A 50x long. Not only not stopped out on a bearish looking trade, but we're about to be positive. Doesn't make any sense. Anyways, I could see a 5% downside move. That is your bearish case. Bullish case scenario, let's just go with this movement here because you're putting in a higher low. You could find yourself at 1371. 9% to the upside. The power of the dollar. I know, it was only $1. I know I'm gambling $1. I'm over here at the penny slots, but it's like, oh, it's going to turn into $7. What the Really? If I have to go through counter trading my ideas again, oh my, it's such a mind warp. It sucks. It's so terrible. It's like, why does this work? But it is what it is. That's why I start putting in bullish and bearish cases. This one, I think it's going to go down. So I would throw in a long to go up. That's exactly how I would trade this. I would think it's going down. So let's make 9% to the upside overnight. Because that's how this market's been working. Doesn't make any sense, but it is what it is. Meta. Let's check out Meta. Let's go into the weekly. Oh, Meta looks like dog shit still. Damn. Yeah, Meta still looks like crap. I wouldn't be touching it right now. I'd be waiting unless you're trying to put in some puts. You're starting to get the increase in selling volume. You have bearish divergence on the weekly. This is getting ready to retrace. It is definitely getting ready to retrace. Stock's still easy to read, which is nice. Everybody's like, there's so much manipulation. Yeah, but still. You could catch a bounce to the upside. I'd be looking for prices somewhere around 633 to catch some resistance. And Netflix, all right. I would be looking right here for resistance, right up here. If you can get back up to 633 and find resistance there and roll over, this will be a great trade setup to the downside. Check the fibs real quick, just see where that 50% retrace is. So you could go as high as 658. Could go as high as that 658. And if you roll over at that point, awesome. 472 is your target, which almost lines up with this rising wedge pattern. Almost lines up perfectly with it. It looks pretty good. Noted, since this would take more time, you'd probably look at it more like this. So rising wedge pattern lines up perfectly with it. Could take some time to play out. But yeah, Meta. Short-term bounce, longer-term downtrend. I see that happening. So you could find yourself going up anywhere between 7.47 or 10% before a rollover could happen. These are the possibilities. Near protocol going real positive here. Wait, I'm not in a trade over here, am I? Okay, good. All right. Every once in a while, I gotta check in on whatever trades I'm in. I'm like, oh shit, I'm not in that, am I? Looking at Ape, I'm about to get wrecked. Oh my god. Like, look at the breakout that's happening. Look at this nonsense. The V-shaped recovery after taking out this recent low with a wick. Unreal. Unreal, the strategies out here. Jiminy Christmas. We're hitting our 886 right now. This will be the perfect time to roll over. If it doesn't, I'm screwed. I'm screwed on the trade if it doesn't. Anyways, CSPR. Oh, wait, Netflix. Shit. We'll go to that next. Sorry. My bad. My bad. Casper, doing a nice thing on the 1 hour. You fell down. You put in some bullish divergence. You got the higher low. I would not think this is going to go down. Personally, I actually think this is a bullish pattern. You should be able to see it go up to this 14716. It looks bullish. It has every reason to be bullish. A nice 30% run to the upside. Very possible. Very possible. If it decides to get buck wild out here, you could find yourself anywhere between these two levels at 22045 and 19689. Nolan, someone should create a trading platform where everything looks the same, but the long and short buttons randomly shuffle each trade. Oh, that would be terrible. You can't play with people's money like that. That would be so bad. That's the quickest way to get nobody on that platform. It's been at least 4 weeks in alts. Yeah. Yeah, the last 4 weeks in alts have been absolutely insane. Damn it, I'm about to lose another $300. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. But yeah, this thing, no problem at all. I see a 30% rise. No problem. And sand is about to go positive? This is some bullshit. Bullshit. Alright, let's see if we can find this weird token. Oh wait, Netflix. NFLX. Netflix. To be fair, uranium has been that way too. Uranium? How weird. Can we look at Arkham? Again, it's up 15%. Arkham? Then if you lose the majority of your trades, turns out you won them? I guess, yeah. Yeah, I've only had that like once or twice where I put in like, I thought I was putting in a short, I threw in a long, and then all of a sudden I looked at it a few hours later, I was like, oh my god, I'm so glad that worked out, but that was the wrong play. Holy shit. Netflix looks weird to me. I don't like this chart. I mean, great on the pullback and all, but are you trying to form a weird ass head and shoulders? I don't know what's going on here. I don't like this one bit. You had bearish divergence, so there is that. Is this going to be your lower high? I don't know. Let's check your weekly. Weekly time frame. Weekly, you do have bearish divergence. So yeah, you'd be looking for a lower high. So much for wanting upside. Alright. We're going to stop the bleeding on ape. We're going to take the L. We're taking the L. God, this is a 56% loss. How annoying. How annoying. Market suddenly getting bullish. I do think I should probably get into a Uniswap long, though. Anyways. Yeah, bearish divergence on the weekly is a big time problem. You're hitting your 50% retrace right now. I wouldn't like that. I don't like that. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. It was up so much the other day. What was that? Yeah, it is up. But yeah, whole market's starting to turn up like crazy. Let's get out of the shorts. Frustrating. C98, we still got a 23% gain, so could be worse. Well, let's get out of it. Sand, you're about to go positive on a 50x long. That's dumb. Absolutely ridiculous. They bought back a bunch of tokens. Uniswap did? Oh, okay. You really... so, James, this one's hard to say what it'll do because it is the weekend. You could open up tomorrow above this high, and it's going to look totally different. But as of right now, based off Friday, you do have hidden bearish divergence on the 4-hour, and you would be expecting a nice downturn in the market, moving you back down toward 830. This is just an oversold bounce on the 4-hour. And on your daily did not even get oversold, and you're just fighting to retake this level. So I would be leaning for much more downside here, possibly coming down probably like this. A 16% drop would make sense to me. We're gonna see, because also when you took this bounce, you put in a higher low. So it could have just been a market freak out over the idea that things were going to be bad. But we're going to see what kind of consolidation it does. A little early to point out if it's time for it to dump or not. We have to wait. $40 from Meta and Netflix. They were rocky AF this week. Oh, really? Really rocky, huh? Yeah, look at sand go. But yeah, I'm thinking give it enough time, you're going to see it start falling, but until Monday rolls around and I see what the market does, I honestly no idea what they're going to do after having a weekend off and deciding what they want to do then. So there's no telling, in my opinion. We shall see. Jamie, you want Apple and Tesla? Alright. Alrighty. God, we were so close to seeing auction too. Now you guys are just popping in here with these requests. Jeez. Apple, APPL. There you are. Alright, Apple, yeah, still working on its way down. I would still be looking for that 197 target. You already got your breakdown. You got your bearish back test. You now have a beautiful downtrend to work off of. You did get a little oversold on the daily, so you caught some bids off of it. I think it's just a matter of time before it starts rolling over. Actually pumping quite nicely now. Maybe a particular meme is boosting the DEX. Well, that's good it's pumping because it is at like all-time lows. So if it doesn't pump, it could look really bad. Alphabet 2. What's Alphabet's ticker? Tell me the ticker, James. I don't know what their ticker is. I don't have a clue what their ticker is. Of course, I got out of the ape trade. Now it's falling. Love it. Love it. So yeah, you just got a bit oversold. No big deal. But a rollover would be nice. Coming back down to 197 would be really good. Past that, I don't have a clue what this thing's going to do. Because Apple is like, what, the most profitable company in the world? I don't understand. And they have a giant cash pile. Why people sell off Apple, I don't know. Honestly, don't know. I don't even like the company. I just know they print money. So it's Alphabet because it's Google. Okay. All right. Checking out Tesla. Tesla right now, it's struggling to try and find some bids. It makes more sense to come down to 199, hold support down there. You've been in this really significant downtrend. Looks like you're about to get a bearish backtest at 260. If it gets good, maybe you get a bearish backtest up at that 200 daily, but I would expect more of a rollover until something changes. Whether it be interest rate cuts, they announce that they have their fully autonomous driving cars or something like that. But till then, still looking for more downside. Just a little bit more. Almost there. It's all good, James. No worries. I'm more just self-irritated right now that I took an L on that ape trade. Yeah, just a little frustrated. I'm also slightly frustrated that sand trade is working out. Kind of irritating that it's working out, you know? Because it's like, this thing should have been in the red, deep in the red. I should have been instantly stopped out. The fact that you had a lower high, and I'm counter trading a new trend. It just doesn't make any sense. I know. That's what's bothering me right now. So it's not you, it's me. Anyways, I'm more mad because I'm not maximizing my gains right now because I'm looking at what a logical move would be. Your dollar at work. Yeah, the dollar's putting in some real work, but as soon as I throw $1,000 in there, all it's trying to do is give me losses. It's kind of crazy. You want to sell Tesla 500 call spreads? How far out do you have the 500 for? I mean, Tesla will get up there eventually, but they're kind of under fire right now. Like, the world is against them. So, a lot of the investors are like, ooh, Elon's not focused on the company. As if they lost money. They didn't. Doesn't make any sense. But yeah, oversold bounce. Maybe you come up as high as 291. Best bet, I would say 291. Then back down to 199. That's all that I really see out of this. Your weekly hasn't reset yet. You're close. You're close. But you also were slightly below the... Oh, you're bearishly backtesting that 200 weekly moving average? That's a problem. That's a problem. See how the week goes. Oh, got it. You make bank. Got it. It's a more neutral / bearish bet. Okay. I understand. I understand. Alright. Alphabet Inc. Google. The Googler. Google on the weekly, bearish divergence has been achieved, and you have not quite made a lower low yet, so you're still looking for a lower high. Still looking for that lower high. You do have support sitting below you, which you have already touched once at 150. If you happen to lose that 150 level, you do have some support sitting down here at 125. I think 125 would be a better entry if you're trying to go long, simply because that bearish divergence on the weekly kind of needs to resolve itself. Last time you had bearish divergence on the weekly, you had a beautiful move to the downside. It was 44% to the downside. Absolutely insane. This time, you have only made a 24% drop. You could find yourself back down to 125, which that would be about a 39% drop. Would not be weird. Insuring a Tesla car will be insane. Maybe. So the way insurance normally works, it's just for the value of the car. Teslas surprisingly are very cheap. So insuring it shouldn't be that much. If they're making you pay more for the insurance on a Tesla simply because it's fully autonomous, well, they're full of crap anyways. You should think about a different provider. They act as a market maker, printing degens, pretty much selling the calls, buy them back worthless. Oh, really? Wild. Wild. I didn't know you could act as a market maker that way. I didn't know that. This is news to me. Bullish divergence on the daily, so you are looking for a bounce. I would be looking for at least a 50% retrace. Maybe you get that 618 retrace. I'm still looking for the lower highs though. So right now, Google could have a nice week. Maybe you're up 11, maybe you're up 14%, and then you could roll right on over. That's what I'm seeing for Google. But yeah, bullish divergence achieved, and now you're starting to move to the upside. You also have a beautiful trend line to work off of, where you are finding support. Getting that lower high is going to be your very distinct tall tale of, oh, I need to go all in on these puts, because you also had major bearish divergence on the daily. Lower high is going to be fantastic. First day was about $40 on QQQ, not bad. Practicing market, it's slower and easier money. Well, easy money is great money. Easy money is the best money. All right, moving along. Let's see if we can find this thing. Shill B&B Soul. Okay, we can't see it. So Tyrell, I'm sorry, can't find it. We're going to move on. Jesus Christ. All right, auction. Oh my God. So whoever wanted me to look at auction, you're hitting a support, but honestly, probably coming back down to at least 1724. Your daily has tons of room to the downside. Tons of room to the downside. 1 hour showing that it's oversold, but at this point, it doesn't matter. The amount of bearish divergence, the amount of liquidity sucking that it did, it makes total sense for this thing to just keep on falling. Only if you listen to Porky and study pretty hard. Wait, what? I've been telling my friends this market is not for someone who has no idea what they're doing. It's true, it's not. They're making it really hard. So like it's mainly stop loss hunting. So if you're finding random pumps that don't make sense, you'll find a great opportunity to just jump into a short. Okay, so right now, Ape would have stopped me out. I took my loss on it. So is what it is. My stats have been destroyed. I need to improve my stats once again. I had that crown on buy DeFi for such a short period of time, damn it. I need to get it back. Which noted, my next trade, I will get it back because I'm going to probably throw a large sum of money into that trade, and I do plan on getting that back. But God, I hate taking L's. Fuck, man. I hate it. Hate it. But yeah, there's not much to say about auction right now. To get 100% retrace makes almost the most sense. Because they just scammed everybody out of money. And this is what happens when everybody stops trading. They're like, great, let's dump it. So then they dump it. Whip auction back up to $48 for no reason. I don't think they're going to do that. You recommended trading with gray bars? I don't even understand what you mean. Like changing the color scheme to gray? Feel more relaxed? No. I don't really care what color the bars are. I could care less. Bar color doesn't bother me. Not following TA and doing some weird outlandish move, that bothers me. That bothers me a lot. Like, why would you create a hidden bearish divergence and not follow through? Also, I don't need millennial gray in my life. I want more colors, damn it. I want more colors. Yeah, I heard about that the other day. Millennial gray. Not candles, bars. What? You're talking about changing this thing to bars? I don't even know what bars looks like. I don't even see bars as an option. What do you mean? You're talking about Renko or something? Or columns? Ooh, no, I need to see the wicks. Oh, it's right here at the top. Bars. Yeah, so if we go with bars here, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I prefer seeing the wicks. I like seeing what the price did. Like right now, how 8 just raped me. Just a little bit. You know, just softly. Just put it in there with no lube. And then look at the bearish div on the 1 hour. Absolutely insane. If this thing starts reversing down and it goes to my profit taking, I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to actually lose my mind. That's how the hedge funds look at it on Bloomberg terminal. Ew. So what? They just can't handle all the extra information? Doesn't make sense. Alright, we're checking out Shib. Shib, you're getting a break to the upside. That's cool. That's cool. You had a couple fake outs to the downside. Yeah, that tracks. We're probably about to see a nice move to the upside. That tracks. I'd be aiming at somewhere around this 1510. So I want to make this very clear. I do not think it's going to make this move to the upside. I really don't think it will. But that's your bullish case. 4-hour time frame. You already have... No, you don't. Because you cleared this high, didn't you? Oh, you double topped. That's not very bullish. You had a low relative strength here at the exact same highs. High relative strength. That's not a bullish scenario. You are uptrending though, so the uptrend, maybe it takes over and you see this thing go up 16%. Just maybe. So Shiba Inu, that's our bullish case. Bearish case, the depths of hell are looking awfully good this time of year. Honestly, you have no idea where it'll go if it goes down. No idea. You are at all-time lows. So, 16.93% upside. Let's keep our fingers crossed. See if it happens. All right, moving along. Dogecoin. I wish I knew, brother. All I can say is you were downtrending and now you're trading literally sideways. Literally sideways. Oh, look at that. ApeCoin's now falling. It just wanted my stop loss all goddamn day. And now it's falling. Wow. Wow. Anyways. So Dogecoin. You have bearishly backtested 17,878. You've been hanging out below that level of resistance. You have not touched 14,073. I would like it to come down, go touch some support, maybe even get down to 11 cents. That would be great. We'll see if the traders let it happen. But yeah, this doesn't look great. It just looks sideways. Underneath resistance. Very, very sideways. Yes, you broke out of your downtrends. You're not uptrending. You are flat. Just flatlining it. If you get a move to the upside, could be very substantial. Could be very substantial. You could find yourself back up to 32 cents. Maybe just 28 cents. Who knows? Would be a nice little rally. Could be good. But remember, Elon's not in people's good graces right now. But 72% upside is a possibility. Bearish case scenario, you're going to go find some support. Anywhere between a 15.9 and 33% downside. Nothing is telling me it should go up. There's nothing telling me it should go up. Maybe we're going to be oversold on the daily. We're not even oversold anymore. We're getting a death cross. Nothing is telling me this thing should go up. 33% downside seems like a likely scenario. Alright, DGen. Oh, DGen. So DGen's one where I'm like, nothing says it should go down. It's slowly chugging along. However, it needs to get some bids. Needs people to buy in. If it gets some bids, you're still uptrending. You could go up nearly 400%. It would be great. Just over here waiting. This is the daily time frame. You have been waiting for any type of positive price action since you started consolidating back here on February 6th. We're at the end of March. This has been a grind. Holy. Have you ever tried Chain channels? No. I don't even know what those are. I have no idea what those are. check out Bonk. Bonk catching the bids. We mentioned it a few days ago. It could have rallied 44%. It's working on it. It's working on it. I'm sure the 4 hours is going to tell me something terrible, though. I'm sure of it. There it is. We are finding resistance pretty much at the exact same level. Significantly higher levels of relative strength. Bearishly backtesting the 200 simple moving average on the 4 hour. It could continue up. It really could. But right about now is when you get a little bit more cautious. Get a little bit more cautious. Take a little bit of risk off the table. And just see if you're going to go confirm your low or not. Popcat. That's great. Confirmed your low. This is a very good thing. Popcat has me looking like excited about its movement. It could very well see a 221% move to the upside. This looks beautiful. Had a downtrend. You did not quite touch support. You touched it that time, and you popped up off of it. This is a normal action. You normally don't have enough time down at these levels to jump into a long because you just miss it. Because it just pops right off of it. Let's see if they can keep the momentum going, because also you're putting in hidden bearish divergence on the 4 hour. So there's that. Bullish case, 221% upside. Bearish case, gonna look pretty darn crappy. Bearish case, you find yourself down here below all supports. And it's gonna scare out everybody that was holding Popcat. But it could be a 64% move to the downside if it gets bearish out here. Crazy. Just crazy, man. It's crazy when you see this stuff, because it's like, why in the hell do you have to make it look so weird? Why? So let's double back around to Bitcoin real quick. Popcat was listed to Robinhood. Oh, was it really? So here's the problem we're having. It's Bitcoin. Bitcoin's being the big meanie butthead right now. On your 15-minute, you went up, you came close to this demand line here. Or supply line, I should say. So you came close to it, didn't quite get there, and now you're starting to roll over. Cause the entire altcoin market to start freaking out. I mean, I went from getting stopped out on Ape to all of a sudden I would have still been okay. We're going to see if Bitcoin can catch some bids or not. These moving averages are extremely tight. If it did want to move up, it could. It really could. I'll wait above the sell that trash down, right? But yeah, so looking at this, you're like, okay, great. Also, for anybody who's following me on the copy trades, yeah, look at what's happening with ApeCoin now that it hunted my stop loss. It broke these highs, so broke this high right here to stop me out, and now look at its sell. Unbelievable. My entry was down here. It utilized it as support 3 separate times and took off. Got the stop loss, got the V-shaped recovery, still maintaining bearish divergence. Fucking annoying. So annoying. So yeah, now we have this longer term downtrend to look at. It might fall all the way down to 47.63. Bastards. The only time I don't get mad when I get stopped out is if it just took off. Just like, oh wow, that went insane. But no. That hardly ever happens. YGG is the only one that's starting to do that. YGG, if you notice, I'm not bitching about YGG. Look at this shit. My stop loss was sitting right around here. It took off through it. It's like, okay, fine. You got me. You got me, bro. You're taking off. Symmetrical triangle. S. This thing might actually rally all the way up to 36 cents. Okay, fine. YGG, you got me. ApeCoin, you're a dickhead. I do want to look at Uniswap one more time. Yeah, I think Uniswap might be the trade for tonight. Just might be. I mean, technically speaking, you're still maintaining a higher low than this low. Technically speaking, double bottom. Somebody's going to say it. Double bottom, bro. We're going up. Yeah, it makes no sense to go up. That's why we're going up. So yeah, all in all, guys, I will wrap this up with the markets are playing some games. We're waiting for it to pick a direction. Until it does, dumb nonsense like this could keep on happening. Where it's like, hey, we have a distinct downtrend, great. No, we don't. And then it goes back down after. Yeah, it's frustrating times in the market. If you are trading this market, just make sure you're keeping your stop losses tight. Make sure you're paying attention to the chart. But usually when you see nice moves like this, where it pops all the way up there, it's usually a good time to jump into shorts because we do have that bearish divergence, triple bearish divergence on the 1 hour, where now you're like, cool, we're going to the downside. And the downside could be very substantial. Very substantial. 8.81% is what it is. Anyways, y'all, I'm going to get on out of here. I appreciate each and every one of you for coming out. I will be back tomorrow to see what happened after the weekly candle close. We'll see if we're still in the green. We'll see if we're in the red. What's going on? I'm probably not going to be getting into any trades tonight because, you know what? The market's annoying. So, anyways, hopefully you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening, wonderful rest of your weekend. I will catch you later. Take it easy. Yeah. Keep the stop loss tight, I guess. No problem, Melanie. No problem.